Hello, all. Welcome to Kadegalata, a magical space where stories come alive, imagination soar, and every tale carries a little wonder and a lot of heart. Last time we traveled to the land of West Bengal and listened to a wonderful folk tale. Today, let's journey a little further along the eastern coast of India to a beautiful state called Odisha. Odisha lies beside the vast Bay of Bengal and is filled with rivers, forests, and rich wildlife. It is also home to magical places like Bitakarnika National Park, known for its dense mangroves and fascinating creatures. Long ago, Odisha was called Kalinga, a land with a powerful history. It was here that the famous Kalinga War took place, after which Emperor Ashoka chose the path of peace. But Odisha is not just about history. It is a land of rich culture and traditions. It is known for the graceful Odissi dance and the grand Rath Yatra festival. Most importantly, the people of Odisha have a deep respect for nature. They believe that trees, rivers, and forests are alive and full of wisdom. And that is why many folk tales from Odisha are about nature, stories where trees can speak, forests can guide, and nature teaches us important lessons. And today we step into the mysterious forest of Bitakarnika. In Oriya, Bita means interior or inside, Karnika means extremely beautiful. So, in this forest of Bitakarnika stands a very special tree, a tree that whispers, a tree that solves problems. The story of the whispering banyan. In the heart of Bitakarnika's deep mangrove forest stood a mysterious tree known as the whispering banyan. Its roots twisted like giant serpents, and its branches swayed even when there was no wind. This tree was famous far and wide. People from nearby villages spoke about it in hushed voices. They believed that the banyan had a special power. It could solve people's problems by whispering secrets. But there was also a warning. Every secret it shared made the tree weaker. In a nearby village lived a young boy named Madhaba. Unlike other children, he loved listening to stories. Every night, his grandmother Savitri would tell him tales, and the one about the whispering banyan filled him with wonder. One misty morning, when everyone was asleep, Madhaba quietly slipped into the forest. The path was dark and confusing. Strange sounds echoed around him. Suddenly, a loud splash. A crocodile slipped into the water nearby. Madhaba froze, his heart racing, but slowly and bravely he moved ahead. At last, he stood before the great banyan tree. With trembling hands, he touched its bark. At once, soft whispers filled the air, like many voices speaking together. Soon, Madhava began using the tree's wisdom. When a villager cried, "My goat is missing," Madhava listened to the tree and led him straight to the goat. When two neighbors fought loudly, Madhava found a fair solution through the whispers of the tree. Very soon, just like the tree, Madhaba too became very famous for solving problems. People came to him again and again. But then something began to change. The banyan tree's leaves slowly turned brown. Its strong branches became weak. The whispers grew faint. One night, a fierce storm struck the village. Thunder roared, winds howled, and people ran to Madhaba crying, "Please ask the tree how to save us." Madhaba rushed through the storm to the banyan. Rain poured heavily. He touched the tree, but this time the whisper was weak, almost gone. Madhaba felt a deep fear. The tree that helped everyone was now suffering. That night, Savitri gently told him, if we keep taking from nature without thinking, one day it will have nothing left to give us." Madhaba understood. The next morning, he gathered all the villagers and said, "This tree has been solving our problems, but we are the reason it is dying." The villagers were shocked, but when they saw the weak tree, they realized the truth. Together, they made a promise: no more asking the banyan for answers. Instead, they began helping one another, thinking together, solving problems as a community. Days passed, and slowly tiny green leaves appeared again. The banyan tree began to grow strong. Years later, Madaba would still visit the tree, but only to sit quietly in its shade. And when the breeze passed through its leaves, it seemed to whisper a new message: use wisely, take carefully, and always give back to nature. And so, this beautiful folktale from Odisha leaves us with a gentle yet powerful message. Nature does not always speak loudly, but it always speaks wisely. Through the story of Madaba and Whispering Banyan, we learn that the more we take from nature without care, the more we slowly harm it. The tree did not stop helping because it wanted to, but because it had nothing left to give. The same way our forest, rivers, and earth gives us so much every day. But if we keep taking and never think of giving back, one day their whispers too may fade. This story quietly reminds us that we must not only admire nature's beauty but also protect it, respect it, and live in harmony with it. Because when we care for nature, nature continues to care for us. Meet you all in another folktale soon. Thank you.